on Divorce Court today. Together for 5 years, Rasheeda says Byron has grown stodgy and boring. He's only 40, but going on 59. Byron says he loves her, but would love Rasheeda even more if she put on more clothes before she left the house. Rasheeda Fobbs and Byron Pace have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toler to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Ms. Fobbs, you and Mr. Pace have been together for 5 years. You have a 4-year-old son between you, but you say that your age difference is causing trouble in your relationship. Why don't you tell me what that age difference is and what kind of trouble you're having?
Me and Mr. Pace are 11 years apart. I am 28, he is 40, and it is getting boring. Our relationship started off from the beginning being good, but now it's turned into a bore. I want to live my life. I want to be able to do what I want to do, and I can't in this relationship.
And I take it that you believe he's the reason things are boring.
I do. He doesn't help me figure out the things that I want to do. Like, I know a lot of things that I want to do, but I want him to be involved in it, and he doesn't want to be involved in it. He's already set in his ways, for one, because he's way older than me. And I feel like I want to live a lot. I want to go out of state. I want to do the things that I want to do, and I feel like he should be able to be there to do that with me.
Now, Ms. Fobbs, can you give me an example of one of two things that you want him to help you do, but he's not willing to do?
Well, for one, the thing that I'm most passionate about now is going to school. He tells me that going to school, it's not a problem with me going to school, but the thing is, my place is to be at home with our son.
Well, let me ask you this. How long after you got together did you get pregnant?
Well, I've known him ever since I was 17. And so we ran into each other, and we end up exchanging numbers. We talked, and we just decided, like, you know, we missed each other. We wanted to try to give it a chance again, being that we knew each other since I was 17. And once I got pregnant, I moved in with him, and we thought, like, we're gonna make this work. But
once you did get pregnant, and once you did move in together, did you have a conversation about everybody's role in the household and with respect to the child?
No, I didn't feel like I should have had a conversation in regards to that. I just feel like you as a man should know your place, and me as a woman should know my place, okay?
What are those places? What's his place and your place?
Okay, I did get pregnant, but at the end of the day, I still want to be able to do what I want to do. And his place is to be a father to his son, as he is. He is a father to his son, but at the end of the day, if I want to go and further my life and do the things that I want to do, I should be able to do them without anyone saying, oh, well, that's not the best decision at this point. Oh. That's my issue.
That's your issue. Mr. Pace, what do you believe the problem is?
From my side of the fence, as you can see, Rasheeda loves attention.
I don't love attention.
She loves attention.
Oh, hon, you can't wear that dress and say you don't like attention.
Wait a minute. I am 28 years old.
And you look fabulous.
I'm 28, and I should be able to wear this dress. I mean, who wouldn't want to wear this type of dress? I'm 28.
Hey, listen, if you can get away with it, honey, go ahead and do it. I have no criticism about it at all, but you do want attention.
And that's a long one.
And that's an attention-getting dress.
It's not. It's knee length.
Oh, I'm looking right at you. I'm looking right at you.
And I don't think it's that provocative. I mean, I could walk around with booty shorts on and have my breasts all hanging out, but I don't. I have on a conservative dress, and I dress conservative.
That's conservative.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But what I want to talk about is I don't understand how he's stifling your dreams. I need some specific stuff you want to do, and he's stopping you from doing them.
Okay, well, I started nursing school. Before I got pregnant with my son, I started nursing school. I ended up going to nursing school, and I got as far as the middle section of the nursing school, and he wanted me to quit. He was saying basically, oh, you need to, you know, focus on this pregnancy. I don't want you stressing with the baby. I want you to stay at home. And kind of like in the middle of it. I agreed to staying at home because I was like, well, maybe it is the right decision for me. So I ended up quitting nursing school. But the thing is, I wanted to complete nursing school to go and be a nurse. I didn't want to just stop right there.
Did you tell her she should quit nursing school?
Well,
is that something you said?
Not in those words,
Yes,
technically.
you did. You said you need to stop and
Ms.
stay
Ms.
home.
Fobbs, hush. What
But-
did you tell her?
That it wasn't the proper time for her to be.
So you asked her to quit nursing school?
Well, solely because she was pregnant, and also I was also making a good income at that point. So it wasn't really necessary for her to actually pursue a career at that point.
When do you think it would be appropriate for her to have a career?
I just said when our son was a little older. So kindergarten, you know, maybe would be fine.
He's in kindergarten now, Your Honor, if I might add, and I still don't have the opportunity. I spoke to him last year in regards to me going back to school, and he basically just shut down that option as a whole.
I got it. I see what you're saying here. I see what you're saying.
Next, did a secret trip to Florida put Rasheeda on the hot seat? Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real problems, real solutions. Divorce Court continues.
Basically, what you're telling me, Miss Fobbs, is that you're losing your freedom. Or you feel like you've lost your freedom, and he's trying to act more like a father figure than a husband.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, is he my fiance or is he going to be my granddad?
Granddad. I got you. That was cold, wasn't it? It hurt me.
I don't want a granddad figure. I want a lover. I want a husband. I want somebody that's going to be there for me. I want somebody...
I got you. What other ways is he gaining control over your life more like a parent figure than a peer?
Okay, well, being that I don't work, I don't have any money.
Right.
So I have to depend on him for the money. And I think he enjoys that way more than he should because I like to go out, I like to get my hair done, I like to have my nails done, and I like to have my toes done. And it's an issue with him. It's like, you don't need to go out every weekend getting your nails done. You can stay at home and polish them. It's cheaper. But it's not a problem when he goes out every freaking weekend to go play poker with the guys.
Now,
So,
Mr. Pace, let me ask you this. Are you denying her freedoms? Are you kind of keeping her on a bit of a leash?
A tad bit, but she gives me
Tad bit.
reasons.
Tell me
I'm
about
not
the
giving you a reason.
Ms. Fobb, that might be one of them right there. You can't control yourself.
Yeah.
Mr. Pace, what things is she doing that makes you feel like you need to navigate the ship for her?
Okay. As far as maybe even how she dresses, I do like a beautiful woman, as you guys can see. I like when she dresses sexy for me at home. I would prefer that it's there versus the attention that she gets when she's out in the streets.
Is there a little fear in the back of your mind, given that she is so pretty and so young,
Well, yeah,
that
I
you
say
may
that.
not be able to keep her?
Yes, I think that a little bit because of the age difference and things of that nature. It kind of runs across my mind a little bit. But I'm a confident dude also, so I tend to not show it.
What happened when you went to Alabama, Miss Fobbs? Tell me about that.
well, Your Honor, my sister called me and asked me did I want to take a trip with her. And I agreed to taking a trip with her because I've been cooped up in the house forever, taking care of the baby, and I was just fed up at that point. So I took a trip. I didn't necessarily go to Alabama like I told him. I ended up telling him that I was going to go to Alabama, and I went to Florida to meet up with my sister and her male friend.
And how did you find out about that?
I want to say almost social media.
No, it's
Really?
not true. I told him I went to
Florida.
and I was there for 2 days, and we were talking, and I would like talk to him, and he would be like, oh, how's your mom? And I would like tell him, oh, everything is fine, blah, 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 blah. But the third day, I started feeling guilty, and I ended up telling him I was in Florida.
Right.
He wasn't giving me no attention. It was like I had the baby, I gained a couple of pounds. So, I mean, I feel like he wasn't giving me attention. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to Florida. My sister's there. She has her boyfriend, and her boyfriend had a
How
friend.
did he respond to the trip? Was he angry?
He was really angry. He told me, you need to come home the next day. As a matter of fact, he sent me a plane ticket to come home the next day.
Did you?
The next day, and I.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. But it was crazy.
Mr. Pace, do you know why she did that?
No, and see, on my part, it's like she said she went there to see her sister and her sister's friend, but for me, it could have been a male.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just have to go by what she's telling me, so that's where my insecurities come in.
That's not true.
Now, let me ask you, was it really a threesome out there in Florida? You were with your sister and your sister's friend? Not a threesome in a sexual manner, but I mean, just three amigos hanging out, or did the friend bring a friend? Yeah, because it sounds like something you do.
No, well, in a sense, he didn't bring a friend, but I did meet somebody out there. But I just did it just to get some attention. I wasn't really initially going out there to cheat on him. That wasn't even my sole purpose. My whole thing was, hey, I'm still young. I mean, I want to know if I still got it. I know I gained a couple of pounds since the baby. And I want to know if I can still get the attention that I used to get prior to me having the baby.
I got it.
When divorce court continues, what number did Byron use to describe exactly how much more intimacy he wants?
Do you think it's right for Rasheeda to sneak away on trips and leave Byron at home to take care of their son? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court continues.
Hi, Mr. Pace.
Hello.
We've been talking about Ms. Fobbs' wants and needs a great deal, and I think you end up talking about that at home a lot, too. So I'm going to talk about your wants and needs for a moment. And you expressed one particular want that is not unusual in here, but you gave it a number. And I've never seen that before. You said you're only getting 70% of the sex you should be having. Explain to me how you're down about a third of the required sex to make everything cool.
Well, how I got that number was, when we first met, it was like on a constant, everyday basis. Mm-hmm. It gradually got less and less to where now it's only maybe a few times a week. Mm-hmm. Me, I'm a sexual being, so I expect that to happen. Mm-hmm. For her, it's not a necessity, and it's almost a necessity for me. So that's kind of where we have a misconstrued.
You say things have changed in the sex department, you're having less and less. Have things changed in the romance department as well? I mean, are you still the same romantic? Or have you morphed? See, here's what happens. You know, when you were getting her, you were all suave and debonair and all that kind of stuff. Then you got her, and you said, I want the skirts longer.
Amen.
I want you to stay at home.
Amen.
I don't want you to quit flirting. And I still want you to think I'm a hot thing.
Yes.
You know, when we were out there playing. That's what I think happened. You wanted everything to change in your favor. Okay. You wanted everything to stay the same that you liked, but her to change everything else.
Yeah.
And that's not fair.
The thing is, he's trying to bring up the situation about sex. Okay, now my issue with the sex is it's boring. Sometimes I suggest to him that we should try different things. Like maybe like, hey, let's go outside. Let's go in the car. Let's go somewhere and do some things that's exciting. He's not up to that, Your Honor. I'm gonna give you an example. For once, we were in the movie theater. And we finished watching the movie, and, you know, I was just, like, feeling a little risque. So I said, hey, let's go next door and check this other movie out. My whole idea was, like, I wanted to get it going in the movie theaters. Oh, no, I'm tired. I watched the movie. It was a bum. I'm ready to go home and go to sleep. soon as we get home, he wants to have sex. And it's boring. It's so boring, and I can't deal with it. So, of course, I'm not gonna wanna be in the mood if you wanna constantly do it like the old folks.
I'm not even gonna make you respond, Mr. Pace. I'm gonna show you a little dignity, ease back, and we're gonna move on to New Orleans and find out what happened there.
Okay.
Judge Lynn Toler's ruling next.
It's time for you to call 1-800-282-1991 to answer today's question. You'll receive some valuable offers. Call now.
Divorce court. Judge Lynn Toler's ruling right now.
What happened in New Orleans, very quickly?
Well, the thing is, my friend, she lives in New Orleans, and she wanted me to come to Mardi Gras. She's been asking me to come to Mardi Gras forever, and I told her, hey, you know, I don't know about this. So I ended up telling him, hey, we should go to Mardi Gras. And my friend, she said that we could come stay with her to cut the cost. His whole thing was the cost. It costs too much. The rooms are $200 a night. We can't afford that type of stuff. You want to do spontaneous stuff, I'm not up to it. So my friend called me and she said, hey, I booked you a ticket. So I packed the bag, and early in the morning while he was sleeping, my son was asleep, I went and got on a plane and left.
Okay, I got it. You don't need to respond to that either.
Okay.
Upon your departure, because you've had enough of this, you want him to pay for your nursing school.
He made me quit. And I don't have any money. He has a job. I don't have a job. The whole time we've been together, I haven't been able to work, so he needs to pay for me to go to school.
Okay, here we go. There's so much wrong here, I don't even know if I have enough time to address it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Mrs. Fobbs, you're claiming maturity while you're behaving like a 12-year-old. You're saying he's treating you like a kid because, in part, you're acting like a kid. You run away from home. You know, I'm going to sneak off in the middle of the night to Florida while he thinks I'm in Alabama. You know, a grown woman says, look, this is where I'm going. I don't know, you have silly thoughts. You're a little immature. You're a little flighty. You're a little, I want attention, so I'm going to go to Florida, and I want people to look at me, and all of that stuff, and that's a teenager talking. And so when he looks up and he has a teenager in the house, he's going to kind of try to redirect you, like, you know, because you're behaving a little childishly, okay? And I'm going to say that you will get the freedom that you can exercise. In other words, at 28, I didn't have a husband, but I had a gig. And so I was free to do whatever I wanted to do. You have to make plans for your life, so it happens the way you want it. And when you get pregnant, things happen. That means you're just letting life do things to you, like you're floating in a boat without an oar, so the river takes you wherever it wants to go. And I think you need to grow up a little bit. I think you need to be more mature. I think you need to stop worrying about the tight dresses and get your mind tight and right and together. Mr. Pace, I think you're...
Got my hands full.
No, well, that too. But I really think you got yourself a young, hot thing, and you want to box her up, keep her warmed up and revving in your house where you can keep an eye on it, and you're not really encouraging. Nursing school is where this woman needs to be so she can flourish, so she can grow up, so she can do something positive. So when she rolls, or if she wants to leave you, she can leave you. And so you know that she's with you because she wants to be with you, not because she ain't got the finances to go anyplace else. That's when you have a real union, you know? That's when that's like what it is. You guys, I mean, I can't fix what's wrong. I cannot give you $7,500 because you are a grown woman. You're over 18. You discussed it, but he didn't make you quit. He didn't disable your car. He didn't put you out. He put it out there. He wanted to quit. You wanted him to support you. That's what happened. You get the freedom and the independence that you earn. And if you don't do anything to earn it, if you're going to behave like a child, you get stuck that way. Good luck to both of you, and there will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Byron and Rasheeda agree with the judge that Rasheeda should have more freedom and enroll in nursing school. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.